This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You have a rich person's name. Like, you should be a billionaire with the name Winfield.
And co-host Marney Winfield.
Checking the microphones, going good.
It is the 10th of July, 2021. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marney Winfield.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Appreciate you tuning in and listening. Make sure to rate us in the App Store, however you're listening, whatever, iHeart, Spotify, Pandora, Spreaker, however. Rate us, like us. We appreciate that. So the Recovery Rally 2021 is coming up, the Recovery Zone Rally. Mm-hmm. That's on the 24th, just weeks away.
So close.
And I made the promo video, finally.
Mm-hmm.
So that's off my back.
And it's posted and turned out good.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really take that long. And I should have done it maybe a long time ago, but there's just so many things that I wanted to do with it. Like I said, going to the mall and asking people if you can have a first annual event, you know, and I don't know, it's taking it too far. But getting pretty excited, and we got all kinds of stuff going on. I finally started on the brochures because we're going to have at our booth, you know, we're going to have a tent and table and all that. And we have all kinds of stuff that we have for the peoples. We got a name tag for you. Come get that. But we're going to have shirts and stuff. We're going to be giving away shirts there. And started on the brochure. And so far I got on the brochure. 217 Recovery.
That's a good start.
That's it. That's all I got.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And then I closed the computer and said, I don't feel like doing that. Let's go do a podcast.
There you go.
I don't know. I put a store together today for us.
Right.
So that took a minute, and I don't know. It's on our website. The store, if you want to buy a t-shirt, which I had to go back and change because we have so many, I don't want to call them hodgepodge, but we get an idea and we start running with it, and then we're like, 2 minutes later we don't like it, and then we have 20 shirts, and we're like, we'll give those away later.
It's kind of a good word to use for it, though.
It is.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So for the shirts online that are like $15 t-shirts or whatever, I mean, they're nice shirts and stuff, but it's just, they're not going to be the gray and white, all of them. You know, we don't have 40 gray and white ones, which down the road, if you see something like that, and yeah, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
But right now, I just know that we don't have that, and you'll still get a shirt, and maybe we'll send you an extra one, and they'll be cool. You know, we're not going to send you crappy stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and speaking of the crappy stuff, we ordered 50 hats from this hat company, and they sent them to us. Well, let's rewind it. Let's go back to April. Or actually, we can take it all the way back to February. Like, I wanted to buy these hats. And the brand is the what is it?
Flex Fit.
Fit. The Flex Fit Delta 180. That's the style. And they're so smooth. And in 2020, when we bought hats, I spent time like buying hats, individual hats from Amazon, and figuring out what hat I wanted. And I finally found that one, and it felt comfortable. It was good. It's a nice hat. So we had PGI in Petoskey, which is Personal Graphics Incorporated or something like that. We had them do them, and my man Herb worked there, and man Herb has been great to us, has always hooked us up, and he did a great job. And so earlier this year, I was like, all right, well, let's get a hold of Herb, and then I realized that Herb doesn't work there any longer. I was like, oh, damn. Well, I finally get a hold of the guy who I guess is the owner. And he's like, yeah, I'll take care of you. And I was like, all right, well, how much are the hats? Because I was going to see if I could get him cheaper, and he never responded. So I then went to this company in Florida. Don't ever do that. They couldn't even do like impact font. Like, it was very, very simple, basic, very simple, very basic embroidery on the hat. They couldn't do it. After the fourth time they sent it to me, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay $480 for all this. And it looked like crap, So they gave up on us. I said, well, we can't help you. Well, around that time, the dude from PGI hit me back up, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is a God thing. So I said, hey, here's what we want. Here's the hat we want. Here's the colors. Here's the color of the stitching that we want. Just send me, and because I've been through all that with the people in Florida, I said, send me a picture when you get the first one done. Before you do any more, send me a picture. I said, all right. Next response I got from him was, hey, hats are done. I was like, well, you didn't send me a picture. Okay, I guess I'll pick them up. So I go to pick them up, look at the hat, immediately realize that's not the right hat. That's just the basic hat. That's not the hat we wanted. And dude was like, oh, it kind of act like it was no big deal. It's like, oh yeah, I only pre-ordered a Mustang, but I'm going to show up and get an Escort. Yeah, not a big deal. Well, we were out of Mustang, so I figured, here's the Escort for you. And that's what he did. He just took it upon himself to go ahead and order whatever hat he felt like, because I guess one of the colors was out of stock or something. So he just ordered cheap hats, and they weren't cheap. We ended up paying a lot for them, and it's just like, I was so upset. But by the time I got there, this lady's being a biatch behind the counter, and I was like, let me just, Herb's been good to us. They have taken care of us in the past. People make mistakes. Let's just move on and see what we can do, and he ended up giving us like a credit for
A portion of it.
Yeah, like a quarter of it, maybe, if that. I was like, okay, cool. So this time I was like, well, these hats suck. I mean, they're all right hats. I mean, they don't suck. It's just when I'm expecting one thing and I get the other, it just, to me, it just ruins the whole experience. So this next time I figure I'm going to get the hats myself. I don't care if they're $3, $2 extra. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get the hat I want. I'm going to physically, personally take them there and drop them off and explain to them, here's what I want. And that's what I did. And I said, now make sure you send me a picture, because they didn't do that last time. So the dude was like, okay, we'll make sure. And they did a great job of that. They sent me a picture. And I was like, hey, now make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't look quite right. And yeah, picture looked okay. And then I go pick them up. I get home and immediately see one that is just jacked up, like not even close to being right. And that had me a little worried. Like, why didn't they say something? Why didn't they go, hey, we messed up one of the hats totally. Like, we're going to, go ahead and credit you for the price of the hat. Because we effed it up. Nope, nothing like that. And so I was kind of a little perturbed, but I was like, I'll hit them up and let them know that that's unacceptable. And then I kept realizing the hat I was trying to put on, it wasn't that smooth feeling that I had with my other hat. So I have two of the other ones. So I'm grabbing my white one, grabbing my black one, and something's not right. And that's when I look at the hat, and they embroidered the logo like through the sweatband. Like on the hat that we had done in 2020, they took the sweatband and like flipped it up and then put it in the machine. Then they embroidered it. No, not these cats. Apparently got a different crew working there, and training them on embroidery machines wasn't like the number one priority of the PGI crew, I guess. So they embroider it. So like, I don't even know how that would work. Like, I definitely could tell a difference, just on my forehead, it's like scratchy, and it's just like, wait a minute. This is not right. And I was heated, and I thought, I'll just deal with it in the morning. So woke up the next morning on Friday, was absolutely livid, even more. And then I realized I was affecting you with my negativity, and so I was driving, and I was like, man, you know what? At the end of the day, we just need the hats before the Recovery Zone rally. I don't care how I get them. I'm not paying for anymore. But they need to make that right. So I called them and said, hey, man, like, this is unacceptable. I mean, it really looks like, again, and not to knock my nephews, but they're 6. But if they were to embroider something, it kind of looked like they would do it, which would have been cool if they would have done it. If we'd be like, yep, my little nephews did that. Isn't that cute? But that's not what happened. A professional company did that. I'm not going to charge anybody $2 for that. I'm not going to give those away. I don't want them. And last time I was afraid. I'm like, well, now they have, I think at that time it was like 48 hats with 217 recovery on them, and they're the wrong hat. What are they going to do with them? And it kind of had me worrying about, okay, well, our brand is going to be out there with who are they going to do with them? Mm-hmm. So I don't really care at this point. This time they can have all of them back. I don't want to give them away. I don't want to sell them. I definitely can't. We can't sell them.
Right.
Of course we're trying to sell them so we can raise money, so we can help people. That's kind of what we do. We're a nonprofit organization, and this is like a fundraiser. This is a way for us to make money. If we spend, $400 and we make $800, it's like, hey, we grossed profit $400. That's a good thing. And people are wearing merchandise. So, and it's cool.
Right.
So I called and was like, look, man, this is kind of unacceptable. And I'll call you back after I investigate. Guy works there. His name's Seth. And he calls me back and he's like, yeah, well, see, the problem is the logo. See, the logo's too big. That's why. I'm like, bro, we had these same hats done in 2020. Well, that's what happened. The logo's too big, so we have to sew it into the sweatband of the hat. And I was like, dude, did you not just hear me tell you that it is physically possible and that it was done before? I don't know. It threw me for a loop. So then I was even more furious. But then I don't know if the owner is the one who told them that. I have no idea. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, and I wrote him a semi-nice letter saying, hey, look, man, like we just need to get this resolved. Mm-hmm. I would like 50 hats. We have the event that's coming up on the 24th. If you don't think that your crew is good enough to make them for me, then I'll just take the money for the hats that you screwed up.
Right.
And then the credit that you tried to give me before, I'll just take all that and find another place to do it, and it's sad that somebody like that would treat a nonprofit or just any customer really just like, oh, we're LG, we make crappy TVs, deal with it.
Well, we weren't getting any kind of discount on anything either.
No.
This was just a straight up business order, and they, it fell through. Like, they didn't hold up their end on what it is that we wanted.
Yeah, I know that was a whole long story, and it kind of sounds like I'm bitching, but a lot of that, I had to do a lot of deep breathing. I had to do a lot of self-awareness. I had to make sure I wasn't reacting. Because, believe me, when that Seth guy was on the phone with me, and he told me, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. That's just how it's done. I wanted to jump on my phone immediately, and I was driving. But I wanted to jump on my phone and start sending emails to that dude, telling him what I thought, but I didn't. And it was later that night when I sent the email. So I had plenty of time to collect myself and to form a somewhat coherent email to him that wasn't too irate, that wasn't trying to pass blame. Because at the end of the day, just need the hats, man.
Right.
That's all I need. And there were 50 hats, and they're not cheap. But now they're all screwed up, so
we'll get it resolved.
Yeah, one way or another, we will get ours. Because there's this thing called. Oh, never mind. People know what I'm talking about. You go to that one building with other people in the building, and there's one person in the building that says, "Yep." And
I know you're talking about small claims.
Oh, what? Wasn't that obvious? No, I mean, that's a slam dunk case. We're showing a picture. Hey, look at this hat. This is what we expected. Boom. Look at this mess. This is what we got back.
Let's just hope it doesn't get that far.
I know, but if it does, that's on him, and he'll just have to pay more money, or that company will. But yeah, it's sad though, that customer service, I guess, is that horrible, or that people can't be accountable for when they mess something up. And I wasn't even trying to blame the kid, or the guy or whoever, the woman, who knows? I don't know who made those hats, but whoever did probably felt some kind of way, like, oh no, like that's what I had to do. Instead of them just going as a company going, no, that's not what we do. That's not how you embroider a hat. We F that up. Corey, we're going to get right on that for you. Mm-hmm. Wow. Sorry about that, man. Sometimes you have to learn the hard way.
Right.
And a lot of us do have to learn the hard way. But it's just, we'll see. I did order 36 more hats today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just because we got to have something. And I'll find an embroidery place here in Traverse City that's professional and stuff that can do hats. So we're going to have hats at least. Because I even said in the promo, because I did the promo before all that happened.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, come get your hat, you know? Mm-hmm. Gotta have a hat, man. Gotta have a hat. And if you want a sweatshirt, you can be one of the first to have a 2021 fall hoodie.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Mm-hmm. And I don't even think the picture that's online, I don't think that does it justice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Yeah, because they look so much better in person.
Yeah.
And then on the back.
I always do. Yeah.
I didn't put the back that's on there.
That's like the best part.
I know. I don't know. I was half-assing things. I got my PGI attitude going.
There you go. That's for sure.
Just half-assing it. But yeah, I don't know. It's maybe I'll mess with it a little bit, but the shirts are pretty cool, and you could be one of the first to get those. 217recovery.com. Go there, just check them out if you want to, and /shop if you just want to put all of it in, or you can just go to the website and bounce around a little bit. So that kind of is my 15 plus minutes of yakking or yapping. I think yakking is more puking.
I don't want to. I think you are on the right track when you said there was a little bit of. I don't want to say the word. Anyway, it did put you in a bad mood.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, I was like, I could feel it.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling that way.
So, but sometimes you just gotta let people just get their feelings out. Just leave them alone. So.
And I did text you.
Yeah.
Too, and it was like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring you into that. I mean, it was your Friday. You're probably just trying to have a good little day, and here I am, like, F that, them MFers.
It's like, okay, have a good day, honey.
Watch the road rage.
Yeah, I know. Please get there safe.
Yeah, but I appreciate you just going, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came to my senses, and you know, I tell people all the time, you know, it's something that I'm definitely working on, and it's hard as hell not to react. You know, like you can react. I can react to you or with, you know, like in front of you, and that's fine. But to actually take it to the person, you know, that's just not good, because most of the time you're going to do something that you regret or say something you regret.
Yeah. And then at the same time, when you want to put things into perspective, you could actually be like, here's me being upset about something that's going on in my world that I'm really mad about and that I've let down about. And it has to do with hats, a mass order of hats being made for a business that you started.
Yeah, but I look at that too, though. There's people have donated money to us.
No. You're missing what I'm saying.
I totally did.
I'm saying, like, those are the kind of problems you have today. High class problems. Not like the problems we used to have.
I guess. I don't know. I don't think it was petty, though.
No, I don't think it's petty at all. I'm just saying, like, it's not like I'm in the hospital and my, liver's not functioning. Those are the things I'm losing sleep over. Now you lose sleep over hats.
I didn't lose sleep over it. It just really pissed me off.
Yeah, I know.
But no, it's like people donate money. Like if they donate $20 and I tell them, hey, that 20 you gave me, we turned that into 80. Thank you so much. They're like, wow, that's awesome. And that's what I was trying to do with the hats, and we're not trying to just waste money on hats. We're not an apparel company. We're using it like we would. And we were talking about Kohl's cards, because Kohl's on their website, if you're a nonprofit, you can go there and buy, I don't know, let's say $10 gift cards, but we buy more than that. And I don't know if it's based on how many you buy, because you have to call the gift card center to find out your discount. But there's a discount rate. So, if we pay $3 a card and we sell them for 20, I don't know, there's a way to make money on those. And yeah, it takes money to make money sometimes. But, if we went to like the rally and said, hey, we have Best Buy gift cards here, $50 cost you $25. most people will be like, hell yeah. I know you do that with food cards and stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the same kind of deal. And we would just have to pay a little bit for them. But, you know, it's something that could work, you know, and it could take $10 and turn it into $40, you know, and it's just kind of a way to keep the donations kind of rolling forward. And I think people would be happy and proud that, you know, their money did that. So. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I was even more pissed off about it. Is just like, I'm not out to lose people's money. You know, we're not out trying to waste donations. We're not doing that at all. You know, we're not one of these companies or organizations who get grants to hire like people to fix their website. You know, like we have to do all that ourselves. And we're working really hard for everything that we have. And,
yeah, you
know, I think all of that just kind of just came to a head.
Yeah.
But the email was, it's all right. It wasn't like too bad, but it was just like, look, we need to figure this out, man. Yeah, until Tuesday.
I was going to say, yeah, I was wondering when you put a please get back to me by. But like you said, it'll work itself out how it's supposed to. But, you know, you've been proactive about getting what we do want ready and ordered, and we'll focus on that.
Yes.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's my 22.5 minutes, 23 minutes of hat talk.
Yeah.
What do you got? Let's talk about some more stuff.
I don't know. Things are all right. You know, it's concerning when people fall off the grid, and it makes me nervous, especially when, you know, you literally have no way of contacting them, which brings me back to like when my family members would try to get a hold of me. Mm-hmm. But I mean, and I actually had a phone. I just chose not to answer it, which there's a little bit of a difference. But yeah, it's just really, it's frustrating when, you know, you really, I mean, I worry about people and how they're doing, especially in early recovery. And when, you know, you literally have no clue if that person is alive or not, it's upsetting. You know, you can't help to you know, just want answers. So that's kind of just been in the back of my head, but it's out of my control, and I've done what I can on my end, and, you know, just pray that everything's okay.
Yeah, and the not having a phone, I don't know how many times you can get like a Q-Link phone, but there's a lot of people out there that don't have phones. Mm-hmm. Guy I know. Mm-hmm. Sent him a link and was like, yo, bro, get you a phone. There you go. You know, it's not going to cost you anything. It's so that you can stay connected and you can call the places you need to call.
Mm-hmm. And if you're going into treatment and you're one of the individuals that doesn't have a phone, and there's a couple things that you recognize, like, you know, for a fact, like, because that you have essentially, this is how I looked at it, at least, you have like the time that you're there to get things kind of lined up and back on track. You have that time to do those things.
That depends, though. I mean, if you go to, it depends.
I guess it does where depend. You go, but I'm saying in terms of the availability of being able to work with a case manager and being like, when I leave here, like, I don't have a phone. That'd be one of the things on a needs assessment list. That would be up there. It's a communication piece, and it's important. So.
Yeah. So if you know someone who's going to treatment, doesn't have a phone, or if you know someone who doesn't have a phone, yeah. Q-Link wireless. It's QLink.com. It's free. Mm-hmm. It's not the greatest phone. It's an Android, so it frustrated me. Right. But it's a phone. You can text people. You can call people. You can get online. So
yeah,
it's better than absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
So there's our tip for the day. Get you a phone.
Yep.
And I think you just have to be on either food assistance or Medicaid in order to get the phone.
Yeah.
Like Trump's can't get a phone.
Right.
Trump's had to pay for his phone. But yeah, he probably needs to. Just saying. He's got a couple dollar bills. But 217recovery.com is our website. There's resources up there. Like I said, we added the store. If you want to check it out, just check it out. And I guess it is on Facebook too, because it asked if I wanted to like merge it or pair it or something. You can't pay for it on Facebook, but it'll send you a link that it just sends you right to our site and right to the store, right to the shop.
That's easy.
It's very easy. And then if you haven't seen my video,
yeah, check it out. It's very cool.
it's just me talking into the microphone.
I know, but it's good.
I kind of messed up the band's name a little bit. I kind of flubbed some words, maybe, but I don't know. It was to the point and kind of, hey, this is what's going on. I want you to join us. And it's on the 24th, 217recovery.com. You can watch the video, but yeah, it's on the 24th of July and it's in Paw Paw, Michigan, kind of my old stomping grounds. I lived in Kalamazoo for a couple of years. Paw Paw's not too far from Coloma, so
yeah,
I consider that kind of my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll see a lot of people that I've met along the way.
Right.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to say yet. I still might talk about time travel.
How long do you have?
I don't know. I wonder if they're going to throw me on first just because they're like, well, let's throw Corey on because we don't know what the hell he's going to talk about.
But I think we should figure out how long you have before you decided to jump on the time travel topic. Or hats, for that matter.
Yeah. Well, I had to get the hat thing out there because...
I know.
Well, I don't know. I just kind of segued in because I was talking about the shirts and we didn't want to give somebody something that sucks. And then it just was like, oh, yeah, the hats. Yeah, here's an example of how I'm not going to give something that sucks.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I apologize again for bringing negativity to this podcast, but I'm working through it. You know, it's something that I'm aware of, and I'm working on it. I'm working on not reacting. This was a huge test for me. And at the end of the day, did I handle it perfect? No. But it could have been much worse.
Right.
So.
And those are lessons on communication and conflict resolution.
Yeah. And
meeting in the middle.
Yeah. And just managing my feelings.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in early recovery definitely would have went and drank.
Oh,
definitely
gosh,
would have went and used over that kind of frustration. And you're right. Yeah. Is it that big a deal? Is the world going to end? No.
Right.
You know, so at the end of the day, is it that big a deal? No, but yes. So come get your damn hats. We're going to have them for you.
And they're going to be exactly how he wants them.
Yep. And if you want to pre-order a fall 2021 shirt, you want to be the first person to do that, and you're going to be at the rally,
yeah,
we'll bring them to you. Because I think because it does charge shipping, which depending on where you live. If you live in Michigan, it'd probably be like $6-7. But if you want to get it in early and pick it up at the rally on the 24th, save yourself a couple dollars.
Yeah.
You know, let us know. Hit me up. Corey at 217recovery.com, or you just place your order on the website, and then I think you can email me after that and just say, hey man, just give that to me at the rally. Or you can say, hey, mail it to my house. It's $5 off right now too, because it's like early
nice
bird special thing.
That's great.
If you have to throw that out there, save yourself $5, then you pick it up, you're saving yourself $12. Damn. Rolling in the money. But thanks for listening. I really do appreciate it. And Marney's replay is tomorrow. Do you know which episode you're doing?
I haven't. I need to look into it now.
Okay.
I'll find one.
Yep. Get with your friends and say which ones are good.
Sometimes I'm biased, so I don't know. That's the best way to figure out which ones are helpful.
All right. So we're just good.
Because I know what I said.
It's going to be a helpful podcast tomorrow.
Hopefully.
In Marney's replay. So listen for that, and I will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.